usually in a state of monarchy, we see the citizens demanding the nation to become democratic and republic. But now in the state of Nepal, one of India's neighbors, we are seeing a strange thing happening, and that is the citizens of Nepal has come out on the road and is demanding the monarchy to come back. Yes, this is what is happening in the state of Nepal, and as of now the state is suffering from instability, the political instability, and also the violence is going on, and the citizens of Nepal are on the streets and are demanding the monarch to come back to power. This is what we will be looking today. Hello and welcome to the In News series section of Drishti IAS. I am Aisha, and in today's episode we will be talking about the violence which is taking place in Nepal and why Nepal matters to India and why the state of Nepal is so important and why this country has been a long partner of India. So first of all, let us look at the timeline. First we will be looking at the news, then what are the issues, then why the people of Nepal are on roads, then the return of king demand, India-Nepal relations, the most important aspect from where the question has the highest probability of coming in the exams, then what are the major issues between India and Nepal, and in the end a prelims MCQ. Topic is of relevance from General Studies paper 2, that is international relations. News talks about behind Nepal's violent street protests, discontent with corruption and an unresolved social crisis. So what happened was that as of now, the people or the citizens of Nepal have come out on roads, and these are the scenes which have become common in Nepal. Look at these scenes. These are the scenes which have become common, and the people are on roads and they are demanding that they want their monarch to come back and rule. Now see, this is the news that people are on demand, are on roads, and the violence is taking place, and now the police is looking after the situation, and the monarch of the Nepal has also come up and has also showed up, and people have shown their confidence and have shown their strength and have shown their support towards the monarch. As of now, the few of the reasons that are being called out is the first of all political instability, then you can say economic instability, then there is corruption which is taking place, economic growth is not taking place in Nepal, and there are many more reasons. And the most important thing is that Nepal is India's neighbor. Nepal is a country with which India has shared a long relationship, and being one of the neighbors with whom India shares a long land boundary becomes very, very important from the exam respect. Now before moving forward, Drishti IAS Noida Center, the admissions are open for offline centers for the IAS GS Foundation course covering both prelims and mains. English medium batch is starting from 8th April, and for the Hindi medium batch the admissions are open, so you can go and take the admission, and for any kind of details give us a call at 87501 87501. So first of all, before moving forward, let us look at the map. So look at this map. If we talk about Nepal, then this is Nepal. On the south of Nepal is India, on the north of Nepal is China, and the states of India which shares border with Nepal is, that is on its west is Uttarakhand, on its south is Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, and on its east is Sikkim. So these are the states of India which shares border with Nepal, and you can say it works as a buffer state between China and India, and that is why it becomes all the more important, because it shares border with 4 Indian states and also such a long border with India, the land border. So on the March 28th, the army was called out, and the supporters of the restoration of the constitutional monarchy stormed the streets of Kathmandu. So the constitutional monarchy supporters that the constitutional monarchy should come back. This is what is the demand of the people, and citizens angry and frustrated with the system. So the system which is as of now going on in India, that is the constitution, and the Prime Minister of Nepal who is ruling, people are not happy with the political system and also with the way the country is being run, because country is facing issues with every now and Then so people are angry and frustrated with the current system which is going on, and is in now again in support that the monarch must come back. The constitution and the leaders of the Democratic Republic of Nepal. Now Nepal is a country which Nepal is a republic country, and Nepal became republic in the year 2008. 2008 was the year when the monarch or the monarchy in Nepal was abolished and a federal democratic republic government came up. And in the year 2015, the new constitution of Nepal also came into existence, and the inspiration for the constitution was the struggle for the Nepalese people for independence. Now coming to the point of the return of the king that the people are demanding. So the king has directly not showed up, but now he is showing his prominence and is being visible in the violence that is as of now is being seen on the streets of Nepal. So issuing messages expressing concern over the situation in Nepal, and the reasons being that the monarch is again coming up is that the economic scenario of Nepal is going bad and the GDP growth rate is also going low, and this shows that the economic aspect is not good, plus the joblessness is there, plus the inflation is taking place, then the political instability is there. Relations with India was at a very, very bad phase few years back. Then the flight of youth abroad in search of livelihood opportunities because the jobs in the country is not being created. Then people's support for peace and progress of the country in a spirit of national unity and reconciliation. So people are demanding that the present system is not able to run the country well and nicely and with stability. So they want their monarch back. They want the old system back, because people think that the old system was much more stable as compared to the present system. Then the return to Kathmandu, thousands assembled at the airport and raised slogan in support of the King Gyanendra Shah. Now coming to the aspect of Nepal. So Nepal is the demand for the restoration of constitutional monarchy and a Hindu state. This is the demand that the people are raising. And the Hindu majority nation became a secular republic with a federal system in the year 2008, as I just told you. And federal system means that the government is at the two level, that is federal means two level. It means at the central level and at the regional level. After parliament abolished the monarchy in the year 2008. Now coming to the aspect of India-Nepal relations, because Nepal is one of India's neighbors and India shares such a long land boundary with Nepal. So it becomes all the more important to understand the relationship that India shares with Nepal. And this is the aspect from where the maximum percentage of question being asked in the examination. So first and foremost, Nepal occupies a special significance in India's foreign policy because of many factors, and that is first of all India's neighborhood first policy, and Nepal is India's neighbor. So under the neighborhood first policy of India, Nepal is one of the priorities of India, and specifically Nepal, because of a buffer state also and because of border security reasons also, it becomes all the more important that Nepal remains stable. Then India shares a geographic, historical, cultural and economic linkages with Nepal. Then similar ties in terms of Hinduism and Buddhism with Buddha's birthplace Lumbini located in the present day Nepal, and Buddha plays a very significant role with respect to Nepal and India both. Then close bonds through marriages and family ties, popularly known as Roti Beti Ka Rishta. Now these are the terms Roti Beti Ka Rishta that you can write in your mains examination and while doing your answer writing practice, because these are the points which are going to fetch you extra marks. So Roti Beti Ka Rishta means that Nepal and India shares a cultural bond, family bond, linkages has been since very long period of time, and we see the movement of people taking place very easily in the border areas also, and the marriages also takes place between the two nations. Then India-Nepal Treaty of Peace and Friendship of the year 1950, which is a bedrock of the special relations that exist between India and Nepal. Now this treaty talks about reciprocity between India and Nepal, and also with regard to residence, movement, business, and also with regard to that whenever the goods or the services from the other nation will be imported into one nation, then they will be treated as the products of that nation. But the problem is that this treaty has also become a point of contention between the two countries, as Nepal thinks that this treaty has not been updated or is not in tune with time. Then largest trading partner of Nepal and the highest source of FDI. So now India is the largest trading partner of Nepal, and also India puts a lot of FDI in Nepal, which is one of the source of capital investment in Nepal, and also one of the source of job creation in Nepal. Then India actively supports Nepal infrastructure development and the cross-border rail linkages, as the sharing of the land border is so prominent between Nepal and India that infrastructure development of the infrastructure is one of India's responsibility also. Then the line of credit has also been given by India to Nepal with regard to the construction of infrastructure in Nepal, and that is the 3 major transmission corridors in Nepal: Bheri corridor, Nijgarh, Inaruva corridor, and also the Gandak Nepalganj corridor. This will improve the connectivity between India and Nepal. And then priority partner of India under its neighborhood first policy. Now neighborhood first policy becomes important, and this is the one of the reasons that why India is always supporting Nepal in terms whenever the Nepal is seeing any crisis or whenever there is unrest in Nepal. Then recruitment of Nepalese soldier in the Gorkha Regiment of India. Then Surya Kiran exercise, which is a joint military exercise annually, which is conducted between the two nations. Then there is multilateral cooperation schemes, of which India and Nepal both are partners, like for example BBIN, which is Motor Vehicles Act, which improves connectivity between India and Nepal and the 4 states of Bangladesh, Bhutan, India and Nepal, so that the connectivity and the cross-border movement becomes more easy. Then there is BIMSTEC, that is Bay of Bengal Initiative for Multi-Sectoral Technical and Economic Cooperation, and then there is Non-Aligned Movement, and also there is SAARC. So Nepal and India are members. Then the next aspect comes that Nepal also joined the ISA, that is the International Solar Alliance, and India is the co-founder of the International Solar Alliance with France. Then power exchange agreement since 1971 for meeting the power requirements in the border areas. Then there is Swadesh Darshan scheme, the Buddhist and Ramayana circuits, of which the cultural sites will be connected, and also the movement of people will take place easily, so that the tourism sector would improve and flourish. Then India supplied Covishield vaccine to Nepal under its Vaccine Maitri initiative at the time when Nepal needed this initiative from India. Then during the time of 2015 earthquake which took place in Nepal, Operation Maitri was also launched by India to help Nepal and also to supply the essentials in Nepal. Now few of the issues which is a contentious point between the relationship of India and Nepal. So that is, first and foremost, is the border dispute. And if we see in the last half a decade, or you can say in the last 5 years, we have seen that the border dispute has been a major point of contention between India and Nepal. And specifically when Nepal showed up a new map, and 3 of the sides of India was seen to be a part of Nepal's map, and that is when Nepal issued the new political map in the year 2020, and Kalapani Lipu Lake was seen as a part of Nepal. Now look at this map. This is India, this is Nepal, and this is China. And now if you will look at this point, that is Kalapani, when Nepal issued a new political map in the year 2020, then this area was seen to be a part of Nepal. So that was the point when you can say that the India-Nepal relation was at its lowest. Then Then one of the other aspect is the China's influence. Now Nepal became a part of BRI, that is the Border Road Initiative of India. And this was also the point that BRI is a contentious project from India's perspective, and Nepal becoming a part of it also raises the problem of the border security and the internal security for India. So China's increasing influence and increasing involvement with Nepal is a point of concern for India. Then comes the securities issues, and that is the porous border between India and Nepal, and also the infiltration of people from Nepal to India's side. And then the with regard to China's increasing factor, and then the Nepal's topmost political hierarchy not speaking well in favor of India, and then the border issues. So this has created a trust gap over the years between India and Nepal. And now in the end, a prelims MCQ, and like always, you people need to tell me the answer in the comment section, and it is a PYQ of UPSC. On one side, community sometimes mentioned in the news, and on the other side, the name of the state. Then Kurd, Bangladesh, Madhesi, Nepal, Rohingya, Myanmar. Which of the pairs given above is or are correctly matched? That is 1 and 2, 2 only, 2 and 3, or 3 only. As it is a PYQ, I expect you to give me the right answer. So that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Till we meet next time, keep reading, keep writing, and keep subscribing to the channel. Thank you.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.